Tell me, do you bleed? You will.
Hello guys, this movie reviews on Batman v Superman. A lot of people hate it, a lot of people like it, some people loved it. I really did like the movie. Before I give you my grade, I'll tell you what I like and dislike about the movie. What I like is Batman. Oh my gosh, Ben Affleck was an amazing Batman, an amazing Bruce Wayne. I thought every time Ben Affleck was on the screen, I loved. I thought he did phenomenal. Then Jeremy Irons as Alfred did amazing. I thought he was a good Alfred. And there's also stuff that I really liked about the movie, like the action. The action was really good between Batman and Superman. I really liked that fight. Another thing I liked about the movie was the lines. The lines were really good. Like do you bleed? You will. Like, that's terrible Batman impression, but still, you get my point. I really did like the lines of dialogue. And one of my favorite parts, even though I hated Lex Luthor, but one of my favorite parts was at the hearing when she saw the jar of that was filled with pee and it said Granny's peach tea. I thought that was one of my favorite parts. It got me a little scared. I was like, oh no, what's gonna happen? I was excited. Oh my gosh, that was one of my favorite parts. Now, some stuff I didn't like about the movie. One, my biggest pet peeve was Lex Luthor, or Lex Luthor Jr. I hated him. Even though I really liked the actor, I thought he played the Riddler, and he wasn't the Riddler in the movie. If they ever asked him to play the Riddler in a movie, I would understand. I thought that would be a great job. He would do amazing. But that's not what he should have been. He should have been Lex Luthor. And even though he was the son, he still should have at least had some of the traits as Lex Luthor. Another thing I didn't like the movie is why Batman and Superman fought and why they ended. They were like the reason they fought is because Lex Luthor kidnapped Martha, and I feel like that was a lazy way. I thought Lex Luthor was gonna have this big plan on fooling Batman to want to fight Superman, and it'd just be this big fight. And it was a nice fight, but the reasoning wasn't all that great. And then why they stopped was terrible. Batman was beating on Superman, and then he was like, "Your mother's name's Martha. Mine's too. We're cool now." You know, yeah, it was kind of cool, but it shouldn't have been the reason why they stopped it. I feel like that was kind of lazy. But speaking of lazy, introducing the Justice League. Come on in the email. It was really lazy. And when they were fighting Doomsday, one thing I didn't like is Superman, he got the spear, and because it's kryptonite, you know, he's struggling, and finally gets Doomsday. Wonder Woman wouldn't have a single problem. Superman could have got Wonder Woman, brought her to the spear, and Wonder Woman could have killed Doomsday. And then Superman wouldn't have been hurt from the kryptonite, and everything would have been alright. Another thing that I didn't like about the movie is even though it acted like it had guts, the movie did something, and I was like, yes, it was awesome. Even though I was kind of scared for the future movies, I was like, you know what, kudos to you. You have guts. And then they fall back and was like, you know what, I'm not taking that risk. And they go back on everything they did. And I'm like, really? Come on now. But, so, there's lots of good things and lots of bad things about the movie. Overall, I give it a B-. I give it that rating because I had fun. I really did think it was a good movie, but it was a huge letdown. Honestly, because it's Batman v Superman, it should have been one of the best superhero movies. I mean, come on. The Dark Knight, it probably not that high, but it still should have been at least around Deadpool. And as always, if you could like and subscribe, that'd always be nice. And what did you think about Batman v Superman? Did you like it? Did you dislike it? Comment below, let me know.